All right, your tens, let's revise how to solve simultaneous equations. Don't forget, simultaneous meaning two equations happening at the same exact time. What value for x and y satisfies both equations? So there's two ways to do this. Actually, let's scratch that. There's three ways to do this. Do you remember how you could graph it? So you could be looking at, say, a graph. Will you be able to see this? Yes, beautiful. Do you remember when we plotted straight line graphs and we took a look at simultaneous equations through which point they have in common? For example, if I were to draw these two lines, let's make this a little bit easier to see. This is x and this is y. Sorry, this is really rough, but anyway, simultaneous equations would say that this point would be the solution because that satisfies both lines. So at this exact spot, the x values and the y values are the same for both lines. So that's solving simultaneous equations through graphing. Second way to do it is through elimination. So let's see if you remember how to do this. Okay, so step one, check to see if the coefficients are the same in front of either your x's or your y's. In this case, the y's have the same coefficient. They both have 3. So do you remember this? We talked about if they have the same sign, then you subtract. So hopefully that rings a bell. If it's the same sign, subtract them. So the way I would eliminate this is I would subtract all the like terms together. So 9x take away 5x is 4x. 3 take away 3 is nothing. This is why I've chosen subtraction. Those have been eliminated. And 57 take away 37 is 20. I'm now left with just my x terms, so that means I'm able to solve for x. When I divide by 4, I end up getting x is 5. So again, think about that. Actually, let's just go back to it. Think about that graph. I now know that the x-coordinate for the graph is 5, but what's the y-coordinate? So half of the solution, we'll put it up here. Now here's where you can either substitute this back into this equation or into this one. Remember, it doesn't matter because, again, they're going to have the same value, so it shouldn't matter. I'm always going for the one that has the smaller numbers. In this case, 5 and 3 are smaller than 9 and 3, so I'm going for this one here. All right, so x is 5. So 5 times 5 plus 3y equals 37. 5 times 5 is 25, plus 3y equals 37. I'm going to subtract 25 from both sides. I'm left with 3y equals 35 minus 25 is 12. And then when you divide by 3, we end up getting y equals 4. So your solution for this simultaneous equation would be x is 5 and y is 4. All right, can you please eliminate this to solve for x and y? For this simultaneous equation, pause the video. Okay, again, look, same sign, subtract. Coefficients are both positive 2, so hopefully you went right to subtraction. You end up getting 4x. 31 take away 11 is 20. So it looks like we're going to get the same exact x value here of 5. So I'll put that up here in the corner. Half of our solution. Now what is y? This second equation has the smaller numbers again, so let's do that. 3 times 5 plus 2y equals 11. 3 times 5 is 15. When I take away 15 from both sides, you end up getting 2y equals negative 4. And then when you divide by 2, you end up getting y equals negative 2. So hopefully that's what you got. If not, please, again, pause the video, go back, whatever you need to do, and correct it with your red pen. Okay, now what happens if they're different signs? So look, they both have a 3 as a coefficient. That's great, but one's a negative 3 and one's a positive 3. So if we remember that same sign, so same sign, subtract. This is not the same sign, so what's the opposite of subtraction? It's addition, so let's add. 6x plus 3x is 9x. Negative 3 plus positive 3 cancels to 0, hence why we've chosen addition in the first place. And then when you add here, you end up getting 36. Okay, so let's go through it. I then divide by 9, and I'm about to get part of my solution, so let me pop that up there. X ends up being 4. And I'm actually going to substitute it back into this one again. It does not matter. 3 times 4 plus 3y equals 11. So 3 times 4 is 12. I'm then going to take away 12 from both sides. You end up getting 3y equals -1. Oh, this one isn't very nice. When you divide, you end up getting -1/3. Whenever you get a fraction, again, don't panic. It probably might be a fraction, but always, again, best to double check. So 9, yep. 36, yep. It's got the 4. Okay, so 3 times 4 is 12, yep. Take it away, -1, yep. If I were to plug it into this, would I get -1/3 as well? So this would end up becoming, what, 24. When you take 24 away, you get 1. I would have gotten the same thing for the first equation, so I know I'm correct. All right, here we go. Here's your final question for today. Can you please, through elimination, solve for this simultaneous equation? When you think you have the correct values for x and y, go back to Firefly and select the correct answer choice.